test our levels. How is this working? Yeah. Welcome. I'm Marshall Burtcher and I'm your guide in helping you know, love, and live who you are. And today we're exploring another nervous system regulation tool. This tool I call the bubble, or personal sphere of territory and space. So this tool helps us get more oriented to our own permission to have private space, to have our own space to occupy, to own, to interact in, and to have limits and boundaries, and get used to the sensations of being boundaried and limited. That helps our nervous system feel safer, it helps us feel safer, and it helps us feel clearer about what's showing up for us in our world. Is someone encroaching in on my bubble, my space? Do I need to ask them to leave? Do I need to change the way I'm managing this so it's more comfortable and caring for me? So that's what we're going to be exploring today. So I'm going to click a little button here. All right, there we go. So your bubble is something to acknowledge, and I like to do that by extending my hands out, and this is my bubble. I'm going to go all the way around. This is my bubble. This is my safety zone. I can even do it over my head and even under my feet. Because what this allows us to do is acknowledge that I have this space as mine. This is mine. I'm safe here. So as you do this, put your hands out like this and get a sense for where you're at in your bubble. It's like, I'm the center of it. If I move this way, it moves with me. And I move this way, it moves with me. So breathe into the sense of being in your own safety sphere and bubble. Now as you do that, you can start to notice like maybe the way it feels to you, like the texture of it, the temperature of it, the smell of this safety sphere of yours. Like for me, it's warm. It's kind of like this, it feels warm. It's got this really warm yellow to it. It's just like a warm breeze, fresh air. My body relaxes here because this is its space. Nobody else, no other things are allowed in it. This is just for me. This allows my nervous system to, I can relax. I can just take this off for a little bit and be here. So yeah, give yourself a chance to get oriented to it, to acknowledge that this is your safe space and you're okay here. Breathe into it. This is your bubble, your safe sphere. So you can check in with the sphere at any time. You're out public, you're like, I'm feeling encroached on, I'm feeling like there's a lot of attention on me. Come to your bubble. Focus inward. I'm here. I'm in my space. I have space from them. I have space from that thing over there, and I have connection and presence with myself. I'm in my territory, my yard. I'm okay here. So breathe that in. Now, enhancing the safety of your bubble requires a little bit of self-trust. And we can do that self-trust by simply asking a question. And this question is, what shifts when you trust that this safety bubble is okay to have and it's totally legitimate and safe for you to be in? What shifts? All right. So now we're going to enhance the safety bubble by connecting you with a little self-trust in its legitimacy and its safety. And do that with a question. If you could, would you trust that this safety bubble is legitimate and safe? Now we do that with a question. If you could. And now we do that. And we do that with a question, and this question is a hypothetical that you answer yes to. This is going to help you check in with your body and your sense of safety. That question is, if you could, would you trust just a little bit more that this safety bubble is legitimate, real, valid, and safe to trust? And just check in and see what you feel there. Whatever's there is legitimate and okay. And now, we're complete. We are done. You can go out, play with your safety bubble, get a feel for it, acknowledge it at least once a day, if not several times a day, especially when you're feeling exposed, you're feeling tension, you're feeling a little encroached on. Allow yourself to connect with the safety that brings you. And that concludes this nervous system regulation tool practice. Bye-bye, guys.